Hey everyone, and welcome. So, let's talk about the future. In English, I mean. It can be a real headache, right? You're trying to say something and your brain just freezes. Should I use will or going to or something else? If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you are so in the right place. We're going to untangle this whole thing together and make talking about the future feel, well, simple.
I mean, seriously, why are there so many ways to talk about what hasn't even happened yet? It seems kind of crazy. But here's the secret. It's because each one adds a special little flavor, a different shade of meaning. Think of it like a toolbox. You wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood, right? Same deal here. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly which tool to pull out for every situation.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll quickly cover why this is so tricky in the first place. Then, we'll jump into your basic future toolkit and add some really cool, more advanced stuff. After that, we're going on a dialogue rescue mission to put it all into practice. And finally, we'll talk about your future. Sound good? Let's dive in.
All right, Section 1. Why the future is so tricky. You know, the short answer is just one word: context. In English, we don't just see the future as this one single thing out there. Nope, it's more like a collection of different ideas, feelings, and points of view.
And this right here, this is the absolute key to everything. It's not just about what will happen, but how you, the speaker, see it happening. The tense you pick is like sending a secret signal about your perspective. So you've got to ask yourself, is this something I've arranged, like an appointment in my calendar? Is it a plan I just came up with in my head, a sudden decision, a guess, or something totally out of my control, like a train schedule? See, each one of those situations calls for a different and much more natural way of speaking.
Okay, moving on. And here's the good news. You're not starting from scratch. Not even close. You've already got the most important tools in your toolkit. So let's do a super quick review of the big three you probably already know. Okay, here they are side by side. You've got the present continuous, going to, and will. The first two are often mixed up. So, present continuous is for stuff that's locked in your calendar, arrangements you've made, probably with other people. Going to is more personal. It's for intentions, things you've decided in your own mind that you plan to do. And then there's will, which is kind of spontaneous, perfect for offers, promises, and predictions you make on the spot. Okay, let's look at an example. He's taking part in a swimming tournament. So why he's taking part? Why the present continuous? Well, because this isn't just a vague idea. It's a solid, fixed arrangement. The tournament's on the schedule, he's probably registered, his name's on the list, it is locked in.
Now compare that to this one. She's going to stay at home. This is all about her personal intention, right? Based on the evidence right now, she doesn't feel well. She has made a personal decision about what she'll do later. That's a classic sign you need to use going to.
And last but not least, good old will. Check this out. I'll buy you a laptop. See how different that feels? This isn't something that was planned for weeks. It's a promise being made right here, right now, in the moment of speaking. And that's a huge clue for when to use will, for those spontaneous offers, promises, and quick predictions.
Okay, awesome. You've totally got the basics down. Now it's time to level up. We're about to add a few more advanced tools to your collection that are going to let you talk about the future with way more precision.
Now this one might feel a little weird at first. I mean, using the present simple for the future. But trust me, you hear this all the time. We use it for things that are on a fixed schedule, something public that we can't change. Think train timetables, movie showtimes, flight departures. The event is so certain, so unchangeable, it's almost like it's a fact right now. Ah, the future continuous. I love this one. It's like having a time machine that lets you drop into a specific moment in the future and look around. You're describing an action that will be in progress at that exact time. So when you say something like, this time next month, we will be traveling, you're not talking about packing or unpacking. Nope, you're talking about being right there in the middle of the journey. Okay, now for the future perfect. Let's use our time machine again. Imagine you've traveled to a point in the future, let's say the end of next year. Now you turn around and look back. This tense is for talking about all the things that will be finished or completed by that future time. So if you see phrases like by the time or by 2030, that's your signal. The key idea here is completed.
And this is its cousin, the future perfect continuous. Now, if the future perfect is about completion, this one is all about duration. It answers the question, for how long? So by that certain point in the future, how long will something have been happening?
For instance, by December, I will have been working here for 2 years. The focus isn't on finishing the job, it's on the 2-year duration. See the difference?
Okay, enough talk. Let's put this into practice right now. Take a look at this question. By the year 2050, that's our future checkpoint, what action will be completed? What will have disappeared? It's a really interesting question, right? Go ahead and pause for a second if you like. It's a great way to get your brain used to looking back from a future point in time.
Okay, theory is one thing, but now for the fun part. Let's see how all this stuff actually works in a real conversation. It's time for a dialogue rescue mission. We're going to find some sentences that are, grammatically correct, but just sound a little clunky, a little unnatural. Our mission is to fix them.
So here's how it's going to work. I'll show you a line from a conversation. Like I said, the grammar isn't technically wrong, but it's not what a native speaker would probably say. Your job is to use what we've learned and find the better, more natural tense. You ready for this?
All right, here's our first patient. Someone asks Jackie to hang out, and she replies, I can't. I'll have dinner with some people from work. Now, what's the problem here? Well, saying, I'll have dinner makes it sound like she just decided that 2 seconds ago. But this is an arrangement she probably made a while ago, right?
So think back. We're talking about a fixed plan, an arrangement. Which tense from our basic toolkit is the absolute perfect choice for this situation?
Yes, that's it. I'm having dinner. It just sounds so much better, so much more natural. Why? Because we use the present continuous for fixed future arrangements. Perfect. You're getting this. Okay, let's do one more. This is a super common mistake, so listen closely.
All right, listen to the second half of this sentence. As soon as we'll get to Tripoli. Now, this is a classic trap, and I totally get why people make this mistake. You're talking about the future, so it feels like you should use will. But there's a special rule we need to remember.
And the fix is actually really simple. You just use the present simple. As soon as we get to Tripoli. So here is the golden rule. Write this one down. In a future sentence, after a time word like as soon as, when, after, before, that part of the sentence uses a present tense. No will. Seriously, remembering this one tip will make your English sound so much more advanced instantly.
Wow, we have covered a ton of ground. We went from basic plans all the way to time traveling with the future perfect. So for our last section, let's bring it all home and talk about the most important future of all, yours.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to think about. In 5 years' time, what will you be doing? See what I did there? I'm using the future continuous, asking you to imagine yourself in the middle of that future moment. It's the perfect chance for you to practice. So take a second, think about it, and start using these awesome new tools to talk about your own life, your own plans, and your own dreams. Thanks so much for joining me today.